Breaking news in our area. TV funny man Stephen Colbert. For those of you who don't know him, he's Comedy Central's second banana. He's the Abbott to Jon Stewart's Costello. He's the fly in Stewart's ointment. Anyway, funny man Stephen Colbert is coming to the National Mall on a crusade. Colbert's cause is fear to keep March alive. I just don't get it. Why would anyone be afraid that March would stay alive? And so what if March goes on and on? It's not a bad month, actually. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Does Colbert have something against lions and lambs? And March can have a full range of seasons, at least here in Northern Virginia. You might sneak in some skiing the first week of March, be enjoying a brilliant spring day by the middle of the month, and even feeling like it's summer by the last week of March. What's not to like? And anyway, there's no point in fearing to keep March alive. It doesn't really die. It just goes away for 11 months. You can't kill March, just like you can't really keep it alive. So, funny man Stephen Colbert, I admire your passion on this issue. You're just not making any sense with a fear to keep March alive.
It's a march to keep fear alive?
Really? Well, that sounds like a stupid idea, too. Well, there's more breaking news in our area. TV's top funny man, Jon Stewart, is coming to the National Mall with a rally to restore sanity. Okay, they put up a website about it. They even added a countdown clock on the website. Can we get a close-up of that countdown clock from this morning on the computer here at the studio? Yeah, nice touch. Okay, but I have a dial-up connection to my house. Here's what the countdown clock looked like at my house this morning. Now, Facebook has a page where you can say that you're coming to the rally, but I'm old-fashioned. My sense of manners goes back far into history, to a simpler time in American society. That's why I'm ignoring Facebook and waiting for my Evite to this event. I keep checking my Evite account, but nothing yet from the rally to restore sanity. Stewart! But whenever this rally to restore sanity finally gets here, it sounds okay until you read the fine print about the event. The National Park Service is only requiring the rally organizers to provide a porta-john for every 300 people who attend the rally. A potty-to-person ratio of 300 to 1? My God. I mean, you would think a government agency would have a better idea about how to handle vast flows of poop, but apparently not. I grew up in a house with a potty-to-person ratio of 4 to 1, and I can tell you that was not low enough. I guess funny man Jon Stewart and his planners at Comedy Central are okay with a potty for every 300 people. I'd hate to have to find a bathroom at the Daily Show office. Maybe they're assuming that no one in the crowd will be either a teenager or an elderly retiree. But just between us, I kind of think the audience for Jon Stewart's show is exactly the sort of people who would spend a lot of time in the bathroom doing all kinds of things. Of course, a lot of people were disappointed that Stewart is not having his rally here in Arlington, but he's having it over there in D.C. on the mall. Hey, we've got shopping malls in Arlington. He could have had it here and everybody could get in a little shopping. But I think they decided against having it in Arlington when they drove in to check us out. First thing you see when you go over the bridge into Virginia is a sign that says, not very inviting. But I was talking about Jon Stewart and his rally. All this week, Stewart's show has been taping here in D.C. You know, it's a funny thing. Up there in New York City, for years, the Stewart show has been making jokes about how their studio is over a horse stable. It's true. You know all those carriage rides in Central Park? The horses spend every night right by where Jon Stewart tapes his show. Well, this week in D.C., outside the theater, they actually brought down the horses and set up stables all along F Street. It's no joke. So apparently, it is something about the interaction between the horses and the joke riders that is essential to the material on the show.